I've worked out my entire life. Both my parents were athletes. I started sports at the age of 4. I've played maybe 10 sports competitively throughout my life, ultimately getting recruited to play, not really play, but wrestle at a D1 level in college. Through that process, through the 17 years or so of sports, of fitness, of physical activity, of nutrition, I've learned a lot about my body. Today's video is going to be a rundown of what I've learned over the years so that I can look like this. And now, by no means do I think my body is perfect. I'm not the healthiest human in the world, but I'm proud of where I am right now. And we're going to dive into 4 different areas today. We're going to go over table stakes, some basic tools you'll need. Most of them are just lifestyle related or habit related. The tools you need to be successful at this. Number 2 is going to be nutrition, what I eat, how I eat, the logic behind all that. Number 3 is going to be just my training plan and lifestyle around fitness. And number 4 is going to be all about rest, because rest is that important. So let's start with table stakes. If you want a healthy body that looks good, you're going to need to master a mix of habits and goals. Big one is going to be consistency and discipline. You're going to have to motivate yourself and keep yourself going and keep showing up even when you don't want to achieve the goals you've set out for yourself. You're going to also want to monitor your progress. That will help you keep going, just knowing how far you've come and being able to physically look back at it. The easiest way I'd say is just take pictures. If you're a beginner starting to work out, if you're trying to lose weight, lose fat, or build muscle, gain muscle, take shitty pictures to start. You'll have a crazy progression over time. It'll give you something to look back on. And then you're going to have content if you ever want to make content about your journey one day. You should also be open to adjusting your plan. Maybe you're not going at the speed you want. Maybe it's overbearing and not sustainable. You need the ability to check in with yourself, see how things are going, and change things if needed, whether that's around your diet, around your training plan, whatever. Just be open to change. You're also going to want to build a community around you. I don't know if that's hanging out with people with similar fitness goals or making friends at the gym. It's good to have a swim buddy like they have in the Navy, someone who you can push and they'll push you, a relationship where you make each other better. That's great to have. And you're also going to want to limit your vices. I don't know if that's ice cream or smoking or drinking. To achieve your goals at the rate you want, you're either going to have to get rid of a lot of these things completely or really tone them down because they're going to hold you back. Now that we have table stakes out of the way, we're going to get into nutrition. Now, I've learned a lot about food through wrestling, where I've had to consistently worry about my weight. There are times where I've had to lose 20 pounds in the matter of a week or 2 to get down to a certain weight class. And wrestling has given me a mixed relationship with food, both good and bad. I don't think it's healthy to lose that much weight in a short period of time, multiple times a year. I don't think it's healthy to think about food all the time and think about how much food weighs, how many calories are in it, what the macros look like. So that's why I don't track macros anymore, but I'll eyeball it. And it's gotten to the point where I can look at a plate and know how much protein I'm getting, how many carbs, because I've hyperfixated on it for 11 years. I think it's healthier for me now just eyeballing it than actually counting macros. But logically, you want a gram of protein per every pound you weigh. I don't remember what that converts to in kilograms because, sorry, I grew up in America. And then you're going to want to balance healthy fats and carbs. I'm not going to give you a direct nutrition plan, but I just make sure that I'm getting enough protein in my diet. And I'll play with carbs depending on how I'm feeling energy-wise on a day-to-day. In terms of supplements, I don't take anything because I am just not disciplined with buying and taking vitamins. And I don't know, I've taken creatine BCAAs before, but just haven't remained consistent with those either. All I really do is drink black coffee, or drink like a basic energy drink like a Celsius. I probably should get rid of my caffeine habits, but that's all I do in terms of supplements is caffeine a supplement. It also helps me use the bathroom, which is just TMI. Oh, the big one when it comes to nutrition is you want to stay hydrated. You don't need to be the football guy who carries around a gallon jug of water and has to pee every 10 minutes, but you want to make sure that you're pretty hydrated all day, even at night. Just make sure your pee is not the color of orange Gatorade. You want it more on the light yellow clear side. Your body needs water to function. It can't recover. It can't burn energy properly. It can't digest your food properly. It can't do all these things unless you're hydrated. This, along with sleep, don't seem very important, but are probably two of the most important parts of this, which no one emphasizes that much. Maybe the sleep part. Now, I know that was long. From nutrition, we're going to go to working out, like my training plan. I do lift. As of recently, I've been lifting every day. I'm trying to keep consistent with that. Before, I was lifting 2 to 3 times a week, but wasn't seeing much progress that way. I was doing like back by, chest try, then like a random day. I didn't really have a plan. Now I do. Every day I'm hitting a different muscle group. For example, today I hit arms. The day before I hit chest. The day before that I hit shoulders. The day before that I hit legs. So I'm lifting every day, one muscle group or two. If it's a smaller muscle group like shoulders, maybe I'll also do forearms or abs. I'm doing 4 to 6 exercises per muscle group, and I'm doing 3 to 5 sets of 10 repetitions. This is all stuff I'm playing with right now. I used to do just like 3 sets of 6, really heavy. I think that was good for strength, but right now I'm focused on like aesthetics and getting lean. And then I'll also work in cardio so I can stay lean and get leaner. Usually I'll run 1 to 3 miles after my workout, after my lift, at not a crazy fast pace, but yeah, 1 to 3 miles, like 2 to 3 times a week. I'll also bike sometimes for like 30 minutes. Or something else that's really good, don't just regularly walk on the treadmill, walk in an incline. I'll go at like a 10 to 15 incline at like a 3 mile per hour pace, and that'll burn a lot more calories and isn't that much harder than just walking at 0 incline. That's really good for burning fat. So that's my training plan. Some of it we'll get into the next section because it's rest related. So in terms of rest, it is so important, I can't emphasize this enough, that you get enough sleep. You want to get 7 to 9 hours. It really depends on the person and your age, how much sleep you really need. Sleep is like the building block of your life. It's something you do for a third of your life. Take care of that, if not anything else. It'll help you think better, perform better, recall better, store memories better, etc., etc. So focus on sleep. Next part of rest is active recovery. So this is doing things like sauna, stretching, walking, biking, swimming, sports, games, whatever. Just stuff that isn't as intensive on your body as like running or lifting. But on your days off, if you do take rest days, use those to actively recover and keep your body moving. It'll actually be better for you than just being a couch potato on your rest days. I personally stretch after every workout I do, to where I don't know if you've seen my Instagram story before, but I can like fully touch my toes and put my head between my legs. I'm also just trying to learn do the splits right now, and I almost have them because of how often I stretch. But stretching is going to help your posture. It's going to make sure that you're not sore as often. You can use the foam roller while you're stretching to roll out some of your sore muscles. And for my short kings out there, improving your posture is going to make you a little bit taller. So you got this. You know what to do. But yeah, that like wraps up my plan, everything I do to like look the way I do. And it's not all about looks. It's also about like health. Like, you can look great and be extremely unhealthy, as you've seen with bodybuilders literally dying. But I think this plan for me is like a best of both worlds, where I can both look good and feel good on a day-to-day. Because I've been sucked down, like I told you, where I've had to lose 20 pounds and looked amazing, but felt absolutely terrible. And I also don't want to be on the other end where I have to like gain a bunch of fat and lose it later on. So I'd say this is like a lifestyle to like permanently lean bulk, gain weight, look better, be healthier without getting fat. I also think it's a good way to lose weight. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't copy this step by step because everybody's different and this might not work for you. It just happens to work for me. And I'm always adjusting all of this stuff because I'm always learning, always changing, always trying to improve my routine. But yeah, let me know if you found any of this useful or implement any of this into your own routine. I'm not going to tell you to take a cold shower every day like I do once in a while, but this is stuff I actually do. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.